Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. To throw on third down. Love. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. These two teams all tied after one.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 8-3.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. From the gun, Love to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd? And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Danielle Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
18. Make it. Orbit. Here we go. Behind.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, That means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Check three. General West. My game. Cut. Watch the twist. Pick the edge. 18.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. BeneO-Dolla's make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's second and 20. On second down, a run with Breida. A nice job of just sticking the helmet down 9 yards on the play, but still third and 12 now. On third down, a run from Breida. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still fourth down upcoming.
Bravo. 6-6, bullet high. Check.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And this is caught. He hits more. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 21 yards there, a big play on fourth down. On first down, Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's second down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
On second down now, it's Jacobs. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 13-yard line. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is third and a yard. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is third and a yard.
We ain't beginning to tear you up.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Now only needed a yard, instead went backwards.
Mike 8. Hey, Delta. Mike 8. Check Mike. Mike 8. Alert. Lock in. Mike 8.
They're going on fourth down. It's Trubisky. And that is going to be incomplete. Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Still more than a minute to go. So there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's first and 10. Back to throw. Love. And he'll find Moreau here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 41-yard line. On first down, Love. Catch made, it's Moreau. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Off the play fake. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. It's a gain of 16. First down, Falcons.
First down, Falcons.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 8, read. Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Catch is made by Harry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. He's going to air one out. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, Let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Had to pass there. Third and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for third and short, because when it's third and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second and 7, Trubisky going for Metcalf. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. DK Metcalf, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Check 50, check 50.
To throw again, Love. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it second and 12.
Second and 12 at the Falcons' 36-yard line.
Like up. 180. Check. Double tight. Alert. Double tight. 4 now.
Breida, he'll try the right side. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back.
Baby.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, you were backed up into a 2nd and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait, and they're there to pick this one off.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here we go on 4th down. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Off play action. Love. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. Landry, the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Delta.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off near his own 48. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they gave up the pick-6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
That catch good for 5. It's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Love got his man. That's Harry. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. On 1st and 10. Love. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Love. Got a man open. That's Harry. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. 2nd and long.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Throwing on 1st down. Love. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Deshaun Hand in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Falcons on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 14. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
I'm coming after you.
On 4th down, Love. And it is incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it, and he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Get out the field, defense.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12.
There you go.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Love. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And it's a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, that turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
I know you felt that.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Let's go. Four down, check, 4 down.
On third down, Jacobs. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Good boys came out to play. I've been here, brother. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more where it came from.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. From the 35 on 2nd down, Trubisky. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hey, Echo. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Hey, check.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And this one caught by Max Williams. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conference.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Falcons cut into that lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes sometimes interceptions result.
His throw caught right around the 6. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Here we go. 50. Plant. Here we go. Recon. 132 fight.
Off the play fake. Love. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. 2nd and 6. And the ball comes out. Love lost it, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on 1st down.
2nd and 5 at the 15-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Check 6 guys!
Once again, it's Jacobs. He's got a 1st down past the 30, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Turn up. Kill, turn up. Shoot. Check 3.
On 1st down, here's Breida. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They run again with Breida. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Watch the slant. Check Mike 11.
On 3rd down, Jacobs. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run it with Jacobs. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now we'll get whistles, and they signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. On 1st down, it's Jacobs, and he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said.